Hello, friends. Welcome to another Stamp With Me Tuesday. Tonight, we are going to use an easy card sketch and make a handmade card with it. I have 3 more samples after that to share with you. So much goodness tonight, so much exciting things happening. And this card sketch is so simple and easy. I think that you are going to love it like I did. So if you are here and joining me live, leave me a comment. Let me know if you are stamping along with me tonight or if you're just watching. If you're catching the replay, welcome. So glad that you are here too. Make sure that you drop me a comment and let me know if you're stamping along or just getting inspired while you're watching. If this is your first time here, hello, welcome. So glad you joined us. I am Heidi with Onigo Stamping. I'm going to help you reconnect with your inner artist because we all have one by using stamps, ink, and paper to make beautiful handmade cards and gifts, just like the cards we're going to make tonight. I hope that you always hit that, or I hope that you'll hit the subscribe button so that you always know when I go live. All right, let's make my workspace look just a little bit bigger and jump into this. Hello, Deborah and Carol Sue and Sharon and Brenda. It looks like everyone's just watching tonight. That is just fine because I know that you will go later and you're going to use this idea to make some cards. So hello, Jean. Here is the card sketch. So easy, so simple. And it is built on squares, which is going to be perfect for the paper that I'm using tonight because it is the square snippets paper. So let me talk about this card sketch first, though. It has, we have our card base, and we have a piece that is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. Then we have a 4 by 4 square, and we have a 3 by 3 square that is layered on 3/8 by 3 1/8. So super, super simple. I'm going to use the Be My Valentine. We're going to make one more Valentine's cards. This will probably be my last one for this Valentine's season. So I'm going to use the Be My Valentine stamp set. This came out like, I don't know, a year ago, 2 years ago. I don't remember, but it is so stinking cute and I love it. It's still available. It has a coordinating punch, which is also super duper cute. And we're going to use that to make a really, really fun card tonight. Now, I am using the square snippets pattern paper. When I first saw this, I'll tell you, this was not my favorite pattern paper. I think there was something about seeing all these colors kind of thrown together. It was just kind of like, I'm not sure I like that, right? But once I started cutting it apart, once I started using it, it has been fantastic, fantastic. Welcome, Debbie. I'm so glad that you found me from Kevin's retreat last weekend. Yay. Hello, Jill. You use this on your Valentine's paper, the Be My Valentine's set. It's so cute. So anyway, this paper, it's a little bit different. You get 3 different designs of paper. And on one side, it is squares. On the other side, you have some very, very subdued patterns. But these are great too, actually. But these squares, so you have 2 pieces with some 3 by 3 squares. And then you have 1 piece with some 4 by 4 squares. So again, this is going to work perfectly on our card front. So let me see. I haven't even cut these. I'm going to cut these up to use for tonight's project. Now, my plan had been to use this one, this polka dotty one right here, with this petal pink one down here. That's my plan. But then I was like, well, maybe we'll do something a little bit different. Maybe I'll still use those polka dots. But maybe I will use those polka dots with something else. I don't know, maybe with this floral or maybe with the stripe. Let me know. Should I use these brown polka dots? I'm going to use the brown and pink polka dots. Should I use it with the stripe or with the floral? Okay, so this one here or this stripe up here. Let me know in the comments. Or should I just keep with the pink one? You can tell me that one too. So pink, floral, or stripe. I'm going to cut this one out. This is 3 by 3. So Anna says the floral from Jean. This is 3 by 3. So I'm going to put this in at 3 and I'm going to cut it. And if it's not exactly, you can trim it a little bit. Now, normally this is like brown and pink, and I like brown and pink, but the color that they used for this is Cajun Craze. It is Cajun Craze and Pretty in Pink. Now, I am not a big Cajun Craze fan. I am not a big Cajun Craze fan. It's got to be my least used ink color. Okay, least used color is Cajun Craze. And Cajun Craze and Pretty in Pink together, I'm thinking, what? But I went with it and it worked. So that's what we're going to do tonight. That's why I want to keep that color combination. All right. It looks like most people said the floral. So I'm going to cut out this floral and use that. We'll see how it turns out. So I'm gonna stick with the Cajun Craze and Pretty in Pink. It just sounds just like a crazy color combination to me, but I did it and it worked. And we're gonna go with it. So, all right. And I love just mixing and matching these patterns. Actually, once you cut them apart and you start mixing different ones, it's really quite fun. These two would look so cute together. I love the strawberry slush. All right, so we're cutting a 4x4 square. We have a 4x4 square and a 3x3 square. Okay, those are going to look pretty good. Let's see what these are going to look like. So that's going to be like that. All right, this is going to go. So here's our card sketch again. So we'll put this piece on here and then this piece on here. That's kind of pretty. Kind of pretty. And then this will go on here. Oh, that's kind of fun. So there we go. That's what our base is going to look like. Let's make the stamped images to go on this. I don't know. What do you think? Are we still good with the floral? Let me know in the comments if we're still good with that floral. If we want something different. We're going to stamp some bees. I'm going to grab some scraps. Just grabbing scraps from my scrap bin. And let's stamp some bees. So I'm going to use some Darling Duckling. Still good with floral. All right. I'm going to grab some Darling Duckling. I'm going to stamp my little bee body with Darling Duckling. And then I'm going to stamp his little bee stinger and stripes with Cajun Craze. We're having a Darling Duckling and Cajun Craze bee. A little bit different. All right. It's going to get stamped on here. Hopefully correctly. Oh, so cute. All right. We need to do his little wings too. Let me look at. So we use this heart to cut out his wings. So I just want to kind of look at that and make sure I kind of get them going in the direction I want. Punch. There we go. All right. And then we're going to do some hearts as well. So I'm going to stamp a Cajun Craze heart. And then we're going to stamp some Pretty in Pink hearts. What size is the pink cardstock? The pink cardstock is just 4 inches by 5 1/4. 4 inches by 5 1/4. All right, so we're going to stamp a big Pretty in Pink heart. And I'm going to stamp a little Pretty in Pink heart. Find the little one. Where'd the little one go? There it is. This one, I'm going to do it like this. There we go. And hopefully those are all in a spot where I can punch them without any problems. Otherwise, we'll cut it apart. It's all good. All right. I do need to add my little bee face to my bee. Let's do that. So I'm going to use black for that. And we're going to stamp his little face. So cute. Actually, I want him to be going this way. That's a fun thing is you can make the bee go either direction. You can put a stinger on either side. It works either way. So we'll stamp his little face and we'll stamp his little bee antennas. Now you can use the smaller heart to punch out the bee antennas. I kind of just like to put them on the bee like that. So that's what I'm doing. All right, let's do some punching. Let's do some punching. So we can punch out our bee. I love the bee builder punch. I love it for the hearts and the bee. So there's our bee. Let's cut out his wings or her wings. I don't know. So you can see how those wings just line up in that heart. And then you can use this bottom heart, the bottom of the heart to glue it together. And I'll show you that in just a minute when we put the bee together. But let's punch out our hearts while we're here. So I'm going to punch out my Cajun Craze heart. Pop. I'm going to punch out this little pretty pink. Now you could make a template and you could stamp these all in the right spot to punch them all at once. I just didn't feel like taking that kind of time. So I didn't. We're just going to punch them in places where I can punch them. So, and here is our pretty and pink heart. Pop. Now I am going to use a banner for the sentiment, and I'm going to use my 3 banners punch to punch out the banner, which I love this punch. It is my favorite. I use it all the time, and it is perfect for this card. So let's do that too. I'm going to punch out the top one, and then we'll stamp that. Here we go. Here's this. I'm going to stamp this with some black. I'm just going to use my memento, and it's going to say, "Be mine." Just like that. Super simple. And now we can build our card. We have all of the pieces. So, and don't forget, I have more samples using the same card sketch for you tonight too. So when we get done with this, and I'll show you the one I originally made with different paper. You guys can decide which one you like better. So I have this 3x3 square, and I'm gluing it onto a piece of Cajun Craze that is 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. Okay. My card base, I used a 4 1/4 by 11-inch card base, scored it at 5 1/2. So we can fold it in half to create our card base. I just kind of wanted to make a standing up, like a vertically open card. Where am I? I'm looking for my bone folder. I can't find it. So I'm just going to use my block and give that a good crease. All right. And then we can adhere our pretty and pink layer to that. The pretty and pink is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Keeping everything pretty simple tonight. And then we can put that 4 inch by 4 inch square on it. So let's go right at the top. Just like that. Now, if you wanted to leave a different border, you definitely could. And this card could go sideways too. Like, I didn't make it go sideways, but it definitely could. There is no reason. I don't know why I didn't make a sample like this. Maybe we'll make this one like this because it could go this way just as easy, right? Let's build our bee on here. I'm going to start by putting the wings on my bee. So I have the little wings, and I'm just going to take a dot of glue and just add it to the bottom of that heart shape. And then this can get put behind my bee. So we'll just put him together just like that. So cute. I just love the way that you get a heart out of that and you get wings. Like, how genius was that? How genius. All right, I'm going to start building this up. I'm going to put my sentiment down here. Let's grab some Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm going to put a mini dimensional on the flag end of my banner. And I'm going to put a little bit of green glue on the straight side, just because I like one side to be like flat and one side to be popped up. And I'm just going to put this down over here, like it's coming in from the edge. I guess I might. Oh, well, it's there. On my sample, I put it higher, but we can just put it there. It's all good. Now I'm going to end up putting the bee in someplace around here. We're going to put a heart in here. I'm just kind of laying things out in the heart here. And then maybe a heart kind of like over here too. So we just kind of get a little seam there. Now I'm going to glue down the Cajun Craze heart flat. The rest of it I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals on, because I love me some Stampin' Dimensionals. All right, so we'll put this up here. So cute. That Cajun Craze. Like, I am not a Cajun Craze person. I don't know. Do you guys like Cajun Craze? Do you use Cajun Craze? Is that a color that you use? Is it just me? Because I am just not, like, if Cajun Craze disappeared, I would not be upset. I would definitely not be upset to never see it again. I don't know what it is. All right, I'm going to add some dimensionals to my bee. I, of course, have used up all my dimensionals, so I just cut up the sides. You like Cage and Craze for fall cards? Okay. Lisa says use it, but you like it, but don't use it very much. You like it on this card? Well, thank you. I'm so glad. All right. I got some bits of something on my hand. I don't even know where from. All right. There's our bee. We'll add our big heart. Our big, pretty, and pink heart. Can go in here. Oh, so cute. Well, yeah, we'll let that go off the edge just a little bit, maybe. All right, and we'll add the little pretty and pink heart too. Kathy, you wouldn't miss the Cajun Craze. Yeah. Yep, the pink is 4 by 5 1/4. All right. Here's the little heart. We'll just add that in there. So cute. All right. So I built it like this, okay, to be this way. But I think I'm going to put it on this way. We're going to make it go that way on this card. Why not? There's no reason you can't. So let's put all these on. All right. One more in the middle for good measure. You've never used it. You use it, but rarely with the brick. Yeah, it's kind of a brick color. Yep. It's a nice fall color. Yep. I never even use it in the fall. I don't know. But with this pink, it kind of is working. All right. So there's our little card. Isn't that cute? Look at our little bee on there. All right. Let me show you the original one. Here's the original one. So there we go. What do you think? Do we like it with this? Do we like the horizontal one or the vertical one better? I don't know. But isn't that so cute? So there we go. This one is definitely much more pretty and pink. With all that pretty and pink on there, it is much more pretty and pink. So there we go. There's those two cards. Let me bring in another one. This card is using the A Round of Hellos. A Round of Hellos. A round, not around. Anyway, A Round of Hellos stamp set, which we're going to be using for the March online card class. And I totally overlooked this stamp set. It's in, I think, the mini catalog. I completely overlooked it until I saw somebody else use it. And I went back and looked at it and I said, that is so cute. And so we're using it for the March card class. And I think it's fabulous. So I cut out the little flowers and added them. They say you're amazing in every way. This one is Strawberry Slush and Pretty and Pink again. Is it Pretty and Pink? Yeah, it is. Strawberry Slush and Pretty and Pink. Isn't that cute? I thought that one was so fun. You guys like the horizontal? All right, horizontal. And then I did one using that fabulous, Fabulous Sayings stamp set. This was the January product of the month. It is still available. So if you want that product of the month, you can get it. Remember, the products of the month are always $5. And you just have to have a $75 order, and then you can order the product of the month for $5. The one for February, though, is beautiful. It is a pattern paper. It's beautiful. Mine is coming, so you'll probably see it next week. Anyway, there we go. This is, that's so cute on there. So that's still available. You can still get it, but you can only get one product of the month. So if you place a $75 order, you have to choose. Am I going to get the January product of the month that I don't have yet, or am I going to get the new February one? So hard to decide. So hard to decide. Coming back to this round of hellos, don't forget that you can earn this card class for free. Get the card kit for it when you place at least $100 order through me in the month of February. Or you can pop over to my website and you can register for it now. All right, last card I have is this one with the Sweet Bugs. I'll use the Sweet Bug stamp set, but mostly it's the Cute as a Bug pattern paper. And I just die cut those little ants from the pattern paper and then added them to another piece of the pattern paper. And aren't they adorable? They are so cute. And there's little flowers there. Adorable. And then I stamped on the side. This one I put the opening on the side. Isn't that cute? So super fun and easy card sketch, card design to make. You could use it with any stamps, ink, and paper. And I hope that you will. I hope that you will come over. So I'm going to go over to the Onigo Stamping Facebook page. I'm going to post a picture of my cards over there. And I hope that you'll come over and share a picture of your cards too. Just drop it in that post as a comment so we can see how you have used this card sketch to make your own card design, because you can make it with anything. So you didn't care about the bugs. You're going to want the bugs. I'm so glad that you guys like them. Here's a hint. We're going to be using the bugs for the Spring Creative Escape, which registration is going to open soon. It's not till April, so we have time, but we're going to be using that one. It's going to be super. Oh, the projects are so cute. They're so adorable. You're going to love them. All right. That is it for me tonight. I will be back next week, Tuesday. Next week, Tuesday, I will be back. It's hard to say. I will be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Maybe that's why Schwarzenegger said, I'll be back instead of I will be back. Something to think about. All right. I will be back. I'll be back next week, Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. We are going to do a fun fold, and it's a quick and easy fun fold. So I hope that you will come back and join me. And I bet that I make a fun fold sample using that new paper that is the February product of the month. So you'll definitely want to see that. I'll see y'all next week, Tuesday. Have a great week and stay warm out there.